starting with Milk of Magnesia by Phillips, which is a laxative, but it also serves as a great primer for oily skin. So you're going to put it on your T-zone or wherever you get the oil is. Then we're going to use Porefessional, which helps to reduce the sight of pores. So I usually put it right on top of my cheeks where my pores are the most noticeable. Now I'm going to use Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer, which is a great primer to help keep you matte throughout the day if you have oily skin. And I'm going to put that everywhere where I didn't apply either the Milk of Magnesia or the Porefessional. Now I'm going to use my Kat Von D concealer in the color Deep 36 to help cover up any blemishes I have or discoloration in my skin. If you have like dark circles under your eyes or redness in your skin, you would need to do some color correcting first, but because I only have a few blemishes, I just use my color concealer. So thumbs up if you would like a video on color correcting skin. My foundation I've been using is L'Oreal True Match in color Soft Sable C6. I'm going to take that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use a buffer brush from Real Techniques and spray a little Fix Plus by MAC on it in order to help it to work into my skin. And I'm just going to take the foundation and buff it into my entire face. Some kind of crazy, that's what happens, baby. When you put it down, you shouldn't give it to me good like that. Shouldn't have hit it like that. Had me yelling like that. Didn't know you would've had me coming back. You the one that I'm feeling, you the one that I'm loving. Ain't no other niggas like you. There's just one. No, baby, just one. I bet you wanna know. As you can see, the color it should match, pretty much should match your neck color. And after I put all of my foundation on, I like to take a clean paper towel and just blot away the excess oil. And this really helps for people with oily skin throughout the day. If you get oily, it's good to take the excess oil off in the beginning. Now that my face is a flat color, we have to bring some dimension back into the skin. So I'm using LA Progirl Conceal in color Warm Honey in order to highlight under my eyes, on my forehead, my nose, my chin, and my Cupid's bow. Baby, I love you, I need you here with me all the time. I'm going to take my favorite blending tool, which is my ring finger, and I'm going to work in the concealer under my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose, my cupid's bow. Everywhere I put it, I'm just going to work it really well into the skin and try to blend it a little bit out. That all of my concealer is worked out, I'm going to have to buff it in with my foundation brush. The same brush I use to put my foundation on, it just transitions the color from my foundation to the concealer, and it gets rid of the harsh lines. I concealer so that it does not crease under my eyes, and that it stays in place all day. Now that we've set the concealer, I need to add some more dimension to my face so that I don't look like a zombie. I'm going to use the Sleek Contour Kit in medium, and I'm going to use a blush brush and work into the hollows of my cheek, my forehead, down the side of my nose, and under my jawbone so that it gives a little bit more dimension to my face. Contour my cheeks, I like to start up by the top of my ear and work it towards the side of my lip. So you're going to start your brush closer to your ear and work it downwards to your cheek, to your lip, so that it doesn't give too much of a harsh line down on the bottom. And then for my temples, for my forehead, I like to start by my temple and work it into my forehead and all around the top of and perimeter of my forehead, around my hairline. Now with a blending eyeshadow brush, I like to take it down the sides of my nose because it doesn't give too much of a harsh line, and I take it from the inner part of my eyebrow down to the bottom of my nose and work around the bottom of my nose. I lost a little highlight on my nose, so I just went back in and put a little more concealer there. Now to finish off the foundation routine, I take MAC Mineralized Skinfinish in dark, and I take a large fluffy brush and I just work it into my entire face. This kind of subtles the highlights so that it's not so strong, and it also works out any of the hard edges and lines that may have been left. And last but not least, finish off with your Fix Plus setting spray so that you don't look dry or ashy. And that's it. This is just a foundation routine. There's no eyeshadow or lipstick, but this is just a base for a good face.